yearbook is a compilation of all of the events that's happening within the school. There's different sections: sports, academics, student life, people, farewell, and reference. It's definitely difficult to explain what a yearbook is, because while it is a physical book and it compiles a lot of the events and things that are happening within the school this year, it also contains a lot of memories, and when you're looking back on high school and flipping through the book in 30 years, you're going to remember certain things, and like you'll see a friendly face that you may have forgotten about and be like, oh, I wonder how he or she is doing. So I feel like while it is a book, it's also so much more. In the beginning of the year, we didn't know who our advisor was going to be because Mrs. Weissman had stepped down from 11 years. And so we just didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know if the PTA was going to do the yearbook or if another teacher was. We had no idea. And because of this, we were delayed for months. We got a very, very late start, so it's been difficult to catch up, and kind of just the whole adjustment period of a new advisor and just working with her to try to get everything done. Miss Baum has been amazing, and I'm so thankful for her, but it has definitely been difficult. And in addition to that, we just do not have enough people. We are so understaffed, so it's been, we have to make over a 200-page book with around 13 people, give or take, because sometimes people just don't show up. So it's been tough. When I found out Miss Baum was going to be an advisor, I dropped to the floor because I met her in like a year before in Disney. So like I knew she was such a nice person. So I was very excited.
Aside from getting a new advisor, the biggest hurdle this year is definitely the lack of staff, because last year in yearbook we had about 30 staff members. So it was okay if people didn't show up all the time or weren't dedicated, because we still had a coherent, cohesive group of people to work with. But this year, there's about 13 of us, so if one person doesn't show up, it's like a big difference, because there's not as many people to help out with editing spreads, getting information, and all the other stuff that goes into making a spread. So the lack of people has definitely been difficult.
For next year's yearbook, we need a ton of people to join. We need writers, we need photographers, we need designers, we need people who are leaders in the school and the community.
It's not as easy as it seems to make the yearbook. It's not just taking pictures and interviewing people. It's doing those things, but then on top of that, you have to be the person that listens to the recordings, types them up, then opens a blank spread of 2 pieces of paper, and you have to come up with everything.
My favorite part about yearbook is being able to come here and see a lot of my closest friends and being able to have a lot of fun while also being able to get a lot of valuable work done. And I think that like being able to do what I love in design as well as being with the people that I love is really important to me, and that's why I love yearbook.
I have to say the biggest reward would probably be I've gotten to talk to a lot of people that normally I wouldn't have gotten to talk to, and I've been able to become friends with so many new people.
Yearbook's a lot of work, and it takes a lot of dedication, but we have a ton of fun.
I guess there's a stereotype that we're somewhat like a cult. I think it's because we spend so much time together that everyone just like thinks of us as a pack kind of unit.
So the most rewarding part of yearbook is definitely all the relationships I've developed with the people who have been part of yearbook these past 3 years. As obnoxious as it is to say, yearbook is definitely like my second family.